G'day guys, welcome to my Iron Squad's feature video. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about NRL's Round 8 recap preview for 2023 guys, so let's get started. So starting off with this first game of this match, we see the Rabbitohs going up against the Panthers now. Anzac Day clash for this round. This game was absolutely phenomenal. 2 points went to the Rabbitohs in this game. Wow, 20 points to 18, very average scoreline of this team and this game. For the Rabbitohs to make a comeback in this match, which I thought that the Panthers were just basically going to win in this game, and I thought the Panthers would have had it in their in the bag, but unfortunately they didn't. They were working really well, and momentum, the physicality was absolutely phenomenal. Nathan Cleary, he was the man of the match for me because he was spectacular in his form of this game. And the highlight of that was, I just thought, because of that, the Rabbitohs were playing absolutely shocking in the first half, because then again the Panthers were coming out firing in the first half like usual, and then in the second half they were looking so tired, struggling by heaps, and I literally thought that the Panthers were going to win basically, but no, that didn't happen. 20 points to 18, by 2 points the Rabbitohs won it by, and that match really took it to a whole new level. And yeah, that game was just absolutely insane, and yeah, what a splintering game that was. And I just thought that if that was going to happen, then yeah, really pin down that accuracy of the game. But yeah, the Panthers did really well, the Rabbitohs did really well for a comeback in the second half, and yeah, it was just absolutely phenomenal. But hard game, hard decision to make it by, obviously in the Anzac round. And yeah, that game was absolutely a really good match. 20 points to 18 in this game. The next game of this match, we see the Eels going up against the Broncos. Now, unfortunately though, the Eels didn't get a win. It was up in Darwin. It was hot, sticky, steamy, very wet during the game, and luckily I thought that we were going to get smashed in this game, but we didn't. And for a fact that we scored 2 more tries in the second half, it was very late, and we were struggling by heaps because some of our players got taken off with the sin bins and everything, and then 2 of the other Broncos players got sent off due to hip drops, and one of them was ours too. And yeah, crazy stuff, crazy game. And it was basically a sin-binning game, and because every time they would tackle their defender, it was always making it a hip drop. But then again, it just basically had that momentum in that game, and because the rain, it was pouring down rain, it wasn't working very well for the Parramatta Eels, and yeah, they were just unbelievable. And yeah, the Eels were alright basically in the first half, but in the second half they were struggling heaps. And yeah, I just thought that the Eels were just not a very good team by that match, and feel so sorry for them, because last week they did play really well and spectacularly better, but then again they just played soft and played trash and didn't really occupy with their game. And yeah, it was just unreal by the Broncos to win in this match, 26-16 in this game. Now the next game of this match, we see the Bulldogs going up against the Sharks. Now, wow, in this game, 33-20, kicking a field goal in that game, which I didn't thought that was going to happen. And the Bulldogs are they are struggling heaps. But then again, they are a good team, the Bulldogs. Yes, they have lost Josh Adokar, which that is a big, massive blow, and also Viliami Kikau. That is another big, massive blow for the Bulldogs, because Josh Adokar is fast. Viliami Kikau is a really good tackler, or whatever it is. But then again, the Bulldogs, they were playing really good in the first half, but then again in the second half, the Sharks were coming up firing in this game and making it a very good win, 33-20. And I just thought Nicho Hynes was playing absolutely very well in this game, and Sione Katoa played really well in this game. But what I can say about it is they were very optimistic about that game, and I just thought that the way how they were playing, the Sharks really defied that they were basically going to win. And credit to them, they are a pretty good team, because without Nicho Hynes in that game, there is no Sharks at all. But they do basically win, but only by 2 points. But then again, with him, they won by big points. Because of that, Nicho Hynes is a really good player, and plus that, he scores and completes the running meters and makes the try assists and stuff like that happen. And yeah, he's a really good player. But anyway, 33 points to 20, very good match that was. Now the next game of this match, we see the Cowboys going up against the Knights. Now, in this game, Kalyn Ponga, wow. Every single time I see this guy play, he is without a doubt one of the most horrible players. And every single time he plays in this game, I then again doubted myself that he was a good player, because he keeps getting falcon after falcon after falcon, balls on top of his head. Absolutely shocking player he is. Really shocking. And yeah, he needs to retire, because honestly, you cannot just keep playing if you don't know how to play. If you do know how to play, then don't say, don't go there, and then when you get tackled, you don't held on. You just go, oh, it's nothing else. So yeah, I just don't really rate him at all. And the Knights played really well in the first half, but then again in the second half, the Cowboys really come out on top in this game. Really stunned in that home ground advantage. And I just thought the Cowboys did really well in the second half, and Chad Townsend really stunned the boys and the Cowboys around that game, and the Cowboys played absolutely phenomenal match. And I just thought that the Cowboys really stunned that team, and by that, 18 points to 16, very close game this was. And yeah, well done to the Cowboys. Now the next game of this match, we said the Dolphins going up against the Titans. Now, okay, in this game, right, in this match, the Dolphins really, I just gotta have to give them a pat on the back, because the second half, right, I thought they were gonna lose. I thought they were gonna get smashed in that game, which for a fact that didn't happen. The Gold Coast Titans really come out firing in the first half, but then again, when the second half happened, it was the opposite position to have a turn, to scoring tries, and that was the Dolphins. They were scoring epic tries in this game, coming out firing in this match. Really good comeback, really close game this was. That match was absolutely spectacular, and the Dolphins really played really basically played well in that game. And Juan Aitken scoring the match-winning try in that game. Wow, which I didn't think they were going to score in that last minute. To make it 28 points to 26 in this game. By 2 points again. And that match was stunning. Really good performance. I really rate this game. I reckon this game would have been the highlight of the round. And basically, the Dolphins played really well. And Jared Wallace, he played really well too. And so did Jeremy Marshall-King and Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow. But anyway, that match was an absolute spectacular game. 28 points to 26. The next game of this match, we see the West Tigers going up against the Manly Sea Eagles. Now, wow. In this game, they really stunned the Manly Sea Eagles in this first half, scoring 3 tries in this game. And without a doubt, that match really took it to a whole new level. And the West Tigers, they were playing absolutely phenomenal in that game. But then again, Manly, let's talk about them. Tommy Turbo, right? He is not a $1 million player. And every single time he plays, right, he is not a $1 million player. Because he either gets injured or suspended. And two of these things is the reason why he is not a $1 million player. I guarantee you, he is not. He is worth 500k or 900k. Basically, simple as that. Not $1 million player. It's stupid. It's a bad decision to make. And with that, like, further ado, it's just, like, it's stupid. But anyway, I'm not going to go into further than that. I just want to make my point about it. Because now he's injured. And he won't be playing next week's round. Or basically this week's round. So, then again, Manly is screwed. Anyway, that match was really good. And comeback was on. 22 points to 16 in this match. And I just thought in that game was really stunned by. And wow, did I see that game. A big comeback in this match, 22 to 16. The next game of this match, we see the Roosters going up against the Dragons. Now, both of these teams played really well in this match, and without them and stuff like that, they played really well. And without them, I just thought it was basically like reverse that quote. The Dragons, they were playing really well, but I just thought that in this game, the Dragons, they were playing splendering well in the first half and second half. But then again, the Roosters, with James Tedesco, Victor Radley, Luke Keary, Joseph Manu. I thought Joseph Manu was a bit quiet in that game. But then again, Victor Radley, basically his 9th sin bin in that match was absolutely outrageous. Appalling. And Victor Radley needs to learn to harden up, I'd say. But then again, the Roosters, they are a good team. And I just thought in that game, 27 to 26 in this match. But then again, I would have thought that they were a really good team. And that match was really tight and really hard to make that decision call. And the Dragons, I literally thought they were going to win. But that wasn't going to happen at all. And then again, in that match, really stunned by me. And I just thought that it was a really good match. But then again, the Roosters played really well in the first half and second half to basically kick that field goal in the last minute to make it 27-26 in this match. And finally, the next game of this match is the Storm going up against the Warriors. Now, in this game, 30-22 in this match. And I would have thought that the Warriors played really well in the first half. But then again, in the second half, the Warriors didn't play well at all. But then again, Wade Egan, Sean Johnson, Adam Fanua-Blake all played really well, and I just thought in this match they were absolutely stunned. And without them, knowing that it was going to be a really good team, like in the first half, the Warriors, I would have thought they would. But then again, the Storm, they were splintering, playing well, and I just thought that the Storm were a bit grubby and a bit like restless in that game. But then again, in this match, I thought that it was going to be an epic journey for the Storm to finally win this game. But at least the Storm won this match for sure. 30-22 basically in this game. And further ado, the Storm are a pretty good team. But that game was pretty tight, pretty average scoreline, and yeah, the Storm played really well. Anyway guys, that's all from me. Make sure you do like and subscribe guys, and I'll see you guys next time in my latest videos, vlogs, and lots more. Take care and have a good one.